Well, today is a new day. It is. And I am really live on this stream. So I don't know, who might do what, but I can assure you that the false gospels, much of what's being said today and believed is false. The church, the church, if you look at the book of Revelation, there was a man named John that got caught up and he got to see some things that nobody else saw. And you can read about it in the book titled Bible. You can. It's absolutely there. Revelation to the seven churches. This was written years ago. I mean, this man was in prison. He was exiled. He was in a place where he probably wasn't going to live too long there. I really don't know when or how John died. I haven't, looked into it. But I can assure you that there were seven churches mentioned in John, mentioned by John in the book of Revelation. And five of those churches, you might as well say they had been written off. I mean, they had gone bad. A couple, there was a little bit of hope for. And I have been and attended churches today. And many people go to churches today. But do they really believe that God can kill and cast into hell? I don't believe they believe that anymore. I really don't. I believe the people have taken liberty to make things seem better than they are. Now, God is extremely merciful. He is extremely loving. But He has got a side that if you read the Bible, you can see that side. That's why Jesus said, I warn you whom to fear. Fear him who can kill and cast into hell. He wasn't joking. And the gospel that's being preached today eliminates judgment day, eliminates you having to give an account or be rewarded for what you did. It's a sad case. It absolutely is. But nonetheless, it is the case. God is not going to change his mind. He's going to judge without partiality. God is righteous in all of his doings, all of them, not just some of them. And a lot of people don't have a clue as to the truth because they don't pay attention to what was written years ago. A man and woman fall dead at Peter's feet, lied about some money. And he and his wife both dropped dead at Peter's feet. And his wife was an hour later. I believe, had she, responded correctly when Peter asked her if certain things had taken place, that she could have lived, but she didn't fess up and she died. And I've had people really tell me that they believe that Ananias and Sapphira went straight from in front of Peter into heaven and bliss. They do believe that. I'm not one of them. I don't believe that for a moment. The Apostle Paul, when he got to Athens, he preached the gospel. You can read it in Acts. He said, God is now declaring to all men, women, whatever, that's of age to make rational decisions, to repent, because there was going to be a judgment day. And if you read the book of Revelation, you'll see that there will be a judgment day, and the dead will be raised, and books will be opened, and men and women will be judged accordingly. And some people say they just shrug it off. I ask a question today. Do you really think that there is a God in heaven? And if you do think there is, what do you think he's doing? What do you think is going to happen when the Son of Man that was crucified at Jerusalem, caught up into heaven, returns? Well, things are not going to go. It's not going to be good for a lot of people. And some people believe that he's not even coming back to the earth at all. They don't. And they called themselves preachers. That's what they called themselves. They may be preachers. But guess what? Somebody's going into the lake of fire. I know you hate to think about it. I know you hate to even imagine that God would do such a thing. But I can tell you for certain, if you don't believe what's written concerning and the words Jesus said, I do feel bad about what you believe. Thank you.